invincibility is equal to -1, just early return. Otherwise that, and if invincibility is less than 0, then oh no, that's fine. Okay, cool. So sort of what I'm imagining, right, is you shoot the star in a random direction, and it's sort of like flashing, or it's sort of, you can't pick it up for a couple of seconds, and then it will solidify and stop. So I'm thinking, when we shoot it away, so if we say that invincibility by default is just -1, we don't do anything with it, we shoot it away, and then we can set the invincibility to be like 20. And then every frame we reduce the invincibility by the delta, and then then we'll say if invincibility is greater than 0, then do that. Else, then we want to set our modulate .a equal to -0.5. Well, we'll say faded out opacity, and put that up at the top as a constant. Const faded out opacity equals 0.5. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to apply a this is supposed to be a rigid body 2D. Rigid body 2D. So we changed our type, and now that allows us to apply a central impulse, which is going to be equal to the shoot away impulse. No, it's going to be a vector 2 of 0 and the shoot away impulse rotated by our rotation. Right, so we've basically pointed the star in a random direction up here on line 14, and then we have decided to we do actually need an init function. Init okay, and then we'll say creator here, and I think actually we'll just put this in here. Okay, and then we will return self at the end of every init, I think. And what are you complaining about? Oh yeah, we don't need the origin anymore. Okay. Cool, so that's kind of cool. That will allow us to shoot the star away in other scenarios as well. For instance, if the star gets hit by a projectile, we might want to just shoot it off in a random direction. In fact, I think that will be quite fun. So the next weapon I want to implement is the sort of a ninja star, like shooting ninja stars in all directions, like and then I think, like if the missile hits a star, we're gonna let you pick stars up with the missile. So you can missile a weapon and get a new weapon. You can missile a star and pick up a star. But if you do a sort of fan out ninja star, like because the ninja stars are going to be so small, I imagine that they're just going to like hit the stars, and the stars are just going to bounce away. So you're going to have to be like quite strategic with how you use that weapon. So I think that would be quite fun. Okay, so let's just go back to the player. So we instance the star, we init it with self, and then we shoot it away, right? Okay. And then we shoot it away, we point in a random direction, we set an invincibility timer, essentially, and then, oops, and then we apply an impulse in our random direction, so we start flying off in some random direction. Then every frame, if our invincibility is set to -1, it's almost like a null value. In fact, we may just want to make it a null, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's just better as a null. And we'll keep this to be a float. And let's set it to null, because there might be a scenario where the something changes there. Okay. Hey, insanity later. I prefer insanity now, but if you like it later, that's your choice. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying it. If you got any ideas for new weapons that we could add, fire them away. Backseat game design, why not? Okay, and then I think we just need to say here on body entered, right? We just say if invincibility is not null and invincibility wait, hold on. So if invincibility is null, we do nothing. If invincibility is greater than 0, then we decrease it. Otherwise, we modulate, we make sure we're faded out. Okay. Serenity now, insanity later. Nah, mate. Insanity now, always. Serenity can wait for tomorrow. Are you a game developer yourself? Are you general program engineer, software engineer? You used Godot before? I love Godot. Just getting into it in the last few months, and it is just so nice to use. It's just a pleasure. Such a chill little piece of software. Okay, so if, okay, I get it now. So we say elif, which isn't really important because we're returning. So yeah, okay. Now return elif. If the invincibility is less than 0, then we're going to set the invincibility. Wait. A consultant. Is it like for test QA feedback stuff or what? Okay, so if it's less than 0, then we want to set our opacity to full opacity, and then else. Oh yeah, and then we're going to grab this invincibility and actually just set it to null. Yeah, okay, and then we just need to implement full opacity. And I know it's a little bit convoluted to do it this way. I could just put 1.0, but I think it's fine. Okay. Okay, Tyrannus. Tinarus. And other pronunciations as well. How you doing? Okay, so I think that's going to kind of work. Oh wait, what's that? Expected. Oh yeah. So if our invincibility is not null and invincibility, in fact we don't care because we're going to set it to null later. Then we just early return here, right? So whenever the star is like faded out, you can't pick it up. Okay, so let's see if this works. Let's load a missile into our inventory and go find the player. Oh, sorry, I wasn't expecting that at all. It looks like we can't pick up stars anymore. It's fine. I'm just gonna shoot this player in his face. I'm gonna shoot this player in his face. Okay. And then we expect a star to just bounce out of him. That didn't really seem to bounce out of him, did it? Maybe I think the opacity is incorrect. So the faded out opacity is 254/2, right? And then that's just 255. I can't remember actually. Okay, so let's try this again. Zoom. Yeah, we need to fix the star collection. Otherwise you literally can't win the game. Oh, what? How did I get an icicle? Okay. Alright, so let's get a missile here. Smack. Okay, I didn't see a star being generated. Okay. So let's have a look. Let's just print here. Shooting away. And we'll put self in here so we can see a reference to the object. So why are our stars not getting picked up anymore? I genuinely don't know. I think, oh yeah, we've got an area. Okay, that's right. They've got a different callback than an area 2D. Okay. So we definitely, oh, I know why. Stupid. Okay, so I just forgot to add it to the scene. So that was the reason why I split the init function on the star, right? So what we want to do here is we just want to say creator dot get parent add child self, right? And that will just add the star to the scene. Okay, and then we need to implement our star pickup. I'll just push M to override. So I've got cheat codes in my game already. Okay, I gotta get these stars out of the way, otherwise the missile's gonna bump into them. Okay, so wait, I need to be a little bit further away from the other player just so we can see. Okay, line up our missile at full strength and whack. Cool. And I can't pick up the, the star anyway. Okay, I like that. Alright, but it looks like our original opacity was actually correct. So it's weird because in the color picker in Godot, you choose between a value between 255, but I think in the code itself, in the engine, it actually glad you're enjoying have a good day. I'm loving this game.